Alright, this is set number 4 on Prokhorovka. Myth front mission as the blue side, starting up north.
Yeah, and quickly, okay, 3 1390s, a T32 and an IS-3. That's a very, very wise setup, I think, from Mission, because you know it still plays on their strength, but they still at least have 2 heavy tanks that can just grind the damage pretty much. So well done on that front. Now on the Immortals, I'm slightly surprised because I was expecting something a lot heavier than this, but I think especially today, I think we've seen the Immortals adapt more to front mission than vice versa. So we've got a pair of 50s 100, a T32, a T69, and a 1390. So an extremely well-balanced setup altogether for the Immortals.
Yeah, definitely so. And already we see Myth front mission going over. You can't see it on your map right now, but Myth front mission have made their way over to the at least the eastern part of the map. Whereas, the Immortals, they're once again going with a fairly passive strategy. I'm actually quite surprised at this. They
don't really have the tank to roll straight down the middle.
I mean, but they still have. I mean, they have a T32, which is I mean, he is leading the troops there, and they have Iron Buzz right next to him. But yeah, I don't know why actually the Immortals went with only 3 heavy tanks. I had, the AMX-13 is kind of necessary on this map because you have to be mobile, or at least one of those tanks have to be mobile. But that T69 is a pretty good addition. But had that T69 been another T32, they would have a lot more map presence, especially in that center part of the map, and it could potentially open up some more doors for them.
I think they're just banking on shot accuracy here, considering the autoloader lineup here. You've got 2 50s 100, the T69, and the AMX 1390. So basically, they're giving themselves the most possible rounds fired like in succession, pretty much. I think they're really counting on their sniping accuracy here, and which is not a bad bet because front mission tends to spread out quite a lot. So I think rather than tanking, you need more shooting opportunities to actually just, stem the front mission spread. I think that's fairly wise. And look at that front mission. As a matter of fact, you can't see it on the screen on the observer. I can tell you that front mission has not chosen east or west. They're actually really, really well spread out towards the northern section of the map. They've got one tank way to the west. They got a strong presence down the railroad as well to the middle, and they got 2 tanks to the eastern hilltop as well. So very, very, very nicely done. The net is formed. They're just waiting for the Immortals to roll pretty much down the middle and commit some mistakes. But I think that front mission is playing this very wisely as well.
Definitely. So I mean, they have to use their mobility and they have to spread out if they want to have any chances at taking down the Immortals. Because although, I mean, the tank picks aren't that diverse. At the same time, Myth front mission with those AMX 13s, I mean, that's just an insurmountable amount of mobility they have right there. There's no way, at least other than the opposing 1390, that any of those other tanks can have a chance, as long as those 1390s kind of stay in the
mobile,
general.
Exactly. As long as one of them doesn't get trapped, then clearly they have plenty of time and speed and maneuverability to get a dodge. And as for the 2 remaining tanks, those can withstand damage. I mean, the T32 and the IS-3, that's why I was saying it's a very well balanced sort of tank pick for them, because they're playing on their strength, obviously with the 1390s, but they're also responding to the Immortals threat by picking those 2 heavy tanks as well. So I predict a very, very drawn out and close set.
Quite possibly. I mean, we're already down to 6.5 minutes here, and no clear engagements have actually happened just yet. We're most likely just going to see a lot of long-range poking going on. But even before that, see, even Boom TH already taking a little bit of damage. Already, we do see Myth front mission slowly progressing down to the southern edge. They just have to be careful not to take too much damage before getting to the actual firefight here. Hades doing a very nice job of guarding the central part of the map.
Yeah, indeed, with his T32.
Another big shot.
He's tanking very, very well, as a matter of fact, and he's protecting the 50-100 that's right behind him pretty much. So that's extremely well done. Boom TH took a lot of damage already, and you know what? Chances are, if he keeps going toe to toe with Hades alone, that's not going to work out. Now, what I'm liking is that Calliope is trying to get an angle from the east as well. So that might just really turn the tide. On the western front, what I'm really liking is that there are battles and skirmishes going all around the map.
Oh, Sirius! Look at the Sirius taking a heap, load of damage right there.
Because it's a 3-on-1 pretty much, and those 1390s are constantly moving around and harassing those tanks, which are heavier, but still, when you get an overwhelming, just a numbers advantage like that, then seriously, it's just it's too much to handle. both teams are really playing well at
Yeah.
this point. They're playing on their strength and using the entire map to just get around. Calliope taking another shot here, coming from Hades. Hades is just doing an outstanding job, just tanking by himself, actually. And now he's getting help from Iron Buzz, and I think they're going to go for it. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Like, Boom TH here is in a world of trouble. He's facing 2 tier 8 tanks right now. And look at that, it's just never
Ripper.
best. And yeah, the first tank actually just goes down. Ripper goes down. This is not looking good. Now all of a sudden for, well, as a matter of fact,
Keep on
Myth.
getting taken out. Yeah.
And Boom TH is going to go down right here too. Boom TH is down to 6 health, and Calliope is trying to protect him, but look at that.
Oh.
Iron Buzz and Hades has not taken any damage whatsoever.
Calliope going down.
And Boom TH is going to follow.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be game for the
It
Immortals.
is game over. It is
Mid
game
front
over.
mission, although they had the pretty decent strategy with those AMX 13s grouping up on the western
It's
side.
just the Hades tanking job in the
Yeah,
middle, which
honestly-
was outstanding.
Honestly,
Outstanding.
with Hades, yeah, like you said,
and Calliope as
him
well.
holding that position and then actually holding the focus of not only Boom TH but Calliope as well. Those 2 heavy tanks were crucial in keeping the formation of front mission in check.
Intact
However,
as well.
in intact. But since those 2 heavy tanks had to focus on Hades, those light tanks had no front line to hide behind.
And then when support came, Iron Buzz came from behind as well to support that, and not to forget those 50s 100.
Yeah.
You were asking me like, yeah, why didn't they go for an extra heavy tank perhaps? Because they were counting on those autoloaders pretty much, and it worked out to perfection. Some typical Immortals display here, and yeah, that's really just once again showing us that the big guns usually prevail on Prokhorov.